Everybody, welcome to the show today. I got a great surprise. I goofed up their name earlier, so I'm going to try not to goof it up right now. First of all, I got Mac and Punisher over here. Did I get that right?
You did.
All right, so that's the first part. Thanks, guys, for helping me out there. I really appreciate that part.
Absolutely.
All right. The name of their group is called the Pipe Hitters Union MC. And they have a chapter, their Florida chapter is called the Ghost Riders. And now I'm going to ask them a little bit about it because they were here last week and I was very intrigued with them. And so now they're going to give us the story. So who wants to be the first one to talk? Whoa.
I'll take it.
Okay, you got it. Matt, go ahead.
Thank you. We are the Ghost Riders chapter of the Pipe Hitters Union MC. It's a motorcycle club comprising of active and former military, law enforcement, firefighters, first responders, and approved government contractors.
All right, so do they have to be active in what they're doing, retired?
We take active, former, retired. As long as you had an honorable separation, you can join the Pipe Hitters Union MC.
All right. Question. How'd you get your name?
How did I get my name?
Not your name. The big name, the club name.
Personal name came from a lot of military service. A lot of things that I did in the military, it was always under certain mottos or regiments or battalions that were under a Punisher. It's something that's gone with me through a lot of my career, and it's kind of how I choose to live.
Okay. I do know that everybody that's in the club picks a name, and I do know, now I might be wrong with you guys, but I do know why most of the people do it. Because if you get summoned in court, they don't know who we are. I might be right on that, and I might be wrong, but that's what I know. So, with that being said, the club, you're a national concern. Are you out of the United States also, or just in the United States?
We are. We actually have a chapter in Canada.
Okay.
We are a national club, or international, I should say, with chapters all across the country, and like I said, one in Canada.
All right, and how did you get the name for the whole club?
The Pipe Hitter is originally coined in the early 2000s for special operators. Basically, it was if you needed something done, you called the Pipe Hitters, and they were the guys that, let's face it, they were the best.
So basically, if they wanted a job done, they called you guys.
They called us.
That's it. Now, when you guys get out of the service, what do you guys do after that? Do you become law enforcement, or?
We have every walk of life. We have painters, we have electrical engineers, we have law enforcement, we have security guards, we have everything.
Okay.
As long as you meet that criteria of either your past service or your current service, you can be a pipe hitter.
Riding is the main thing, and that's what people have to understand is, you know, when they see bikers out there, they always think of the bad side, but it's not that way. They do a lot of good things. By the way, thinking about good things, how would you guys like to be in a charity ride with us?
You know, you were talking about that earlier, and you've really got us intrigued, and I think we want to participate.
Outstanding.
I might even be able to find a couple other guys to come too.
We'd love it. We're going to shoot for 1,000 bikes.
We'll do our part.
We had 800 last year. So we only need, if my math is right, 200 more. All right? So I think we can do it. And with your help and the people you know, invite them. And it's going to be, it's Ross Meyer's Ride for the Children. It's October 7th and 8th. The main ride's the 8th. It's going to be escorted. And if you guys play your cards right, I always end up in the back, but I'll get you guys a spot in the front of the line. So how's that?
Yeah, maybe in the back room. Back
Hey,
room.
Max, how you doing, man? Aren't you
How are
guys pipe flyers?
Pipe hitters.
Pipe hitters, how you doing?
Yeah.
Hey, man, I heard you guys up interviewing Hank earlier.
Yeah.
And I don't know, did he get a website or something for you guys so we know how to get a hold of you guys?
Our national website is pipehittersunionmc.com.
All right.
Specifically for our chapter, the Ghost Riders chapter, you can go to Facebook. Just type in Pipe Hitters Union MC, Ghost Riders.
You guys putting together a ride now for something? You haven't got no date set up, but you're putting something together?
We are. We're going to support the Wounded Officer Initiative. That's one of our big charities, especially being a local charity here. They've got an eye care ride coming up this fall, and you'll definitely see some Ghost Riders there and some other pipe fitters there. Absolutely.
Well, listen, man, thank you guys for
Yeah,
coming
no
out.
problem.
I was out here taking some pictures, seeing you out here. I just wanted to come by and say hello.
No problem.
It's good
coming out.
seeing you.
Yeah, appreciate it.
We'll get
Nice
your
meeting you.
information out. We'll
Yeah.
get you some support. We love what you guys
Good.
do.
Appreciate it.
And good meeting you, man. Thanks a lot.
Appreciate it, guys.
Take care.
Hey.
When Steve found out that the Pipe Hitters Union Motorcycle Group was there in their local chapter, the Ghost Riders, he came up personally to introduce himself and to ask if there was anything they could do for them at the Ace Cafe. So whenever you come to the Ace Cafe, if you see Steve walking around, go up and introduce yourself. And if you got a club or a group, make sure you tell him who you are. He welcomes everybody. He even welcomes me. I know you're going to take pictures of this, but get a chance. What was Steve's page in 1992?
You're gonna get kicked right now, man.
He did a commercial for, what's the name of that shop? Anyhow, but anyway, I've been breaking these shots. You gotta go see him, put a comment on it for him.
Get you guys ready? You're pretty good?
Oh, yeah. We're waiting for Grizz, like everybody. You ready?
Yeah, good. This is a great place to smoke cigars. Studio.
You ready to do an interview?
Not yet, but I will be.
Okay.
You're looking at these guys.
We did it. We're all done. Oh, yeah.
We're done with you. We're done with you. Absolutely. You guys have social channels and all that?
That business card we gave you has our Facebook page on it.
Okay, good.
And then we have one for every chapter.
Right on. I'll post that up.
Okay, now you get in there.
All right.
Okay, let's steal this. Let's steal it. We can steal this. Okay. Everybody ready? You gotta move in just a little this way.
Hold on. Let me pull up.
All right, you ready? Yeah. All right, so you show that muscle.
Wait, make it wait. You might pass out.
Hey, that was pretty cool with those guys, huh?
I'll tell you what, that's interesting to see guys like that, and they come out here, and they've been through a lot of stuff. But do you see where we roped them into being going out for the Rossmeyer Ride for the Children?
Hey, listen, I'm glad you did that. I'm glad they're doing that, and I'm sure the Rossmeyers are glad as well.
Yeah,
So
we're going to get every club we talk to.
That's it. Just
So-
because we still got to reach that goal of 1,000 riders, folks.
We need it, so you
we're
guys
doing
gotta help
everything
us.
We can, so
Yep.
we need everybody's help.
So-
very cool.
Well, you know,
We lost Mark. Mark's down there. He got so excited he ran down there and wanted to take shots of bikes today.
Well, I'll tell you what he's doing. First of all, we've been putting out a lot of still shots, and they've really been coming out good. So Mark has been out doing that. You and I went for Father's Day. Were you here for Father's Day?
Nope, I was out of town.
Then let me tell you about Father's Day.
Tell me about Father's Day.
You missed it.
I'm glad I did it because
Okay, but
when you have a father like mine, you sometimes have no problem missing
you know,
Father's
I
Day.
got so many kids I forgot that you forgot it. But
I
what
didn't forget it. I was just somewhere else.
All right, but what I was going to tell you is they had that brunch here for Father's Day, and one of the things that I was impressed with was, first of all, the price is pretty good. It's $19.
Yep,
And the food was excellent.
that's what I heard.
So what I did is I went out and filmed when you weren't looking.
Yeah.
I brought Gil here one day.
Ah, sneaky Gil getting a meal.
Yep. So we came over here and we ate the brunch. We sat down and we had our meal, which was pretty good. So I filmed it. And I'd like everybody at home to know, every Sunday, I want to say it's from 9 to 2, they have a really great brunch here. So if John will roll it, we'll show you what they have. It's not long, but here it is.
Enough to make you hungry.
Yep, brunch at the Ace Cafe Sunday.
All right.
I'll tell you a little bit about Sunday brunch at the Ace Cafe. I got to tell you, I really enjoyed it, and I'm going to show you some of the things that you can eat there.
To start with, they had pastrami hash and poached eggs. It wasn't bad at all. I really liked it. Then I went to the croissant sliders and pancakes. I gotta tell you, I ate more sliders than I did pancakes. Hey, what's a buffet without biscuits and gravy? Really, really good. And then, of course, you gotta have your sausage and your bacon. And then next up, we had scrambled eggs and hash browns. I'll tell you what, I ate like a pig. I gotta tell you, this is my favorite. Bread pudding, French toast. You know, I never thought I'd like spinach quiche, but I tried it. I even went back for seconds and thirds. I finished off my brunch with smoked lemon broil. And then, you know what? You go to the dessert bar and you have one of their desserts, which I thought was pretty good. I tried a little of everything, and if you go there, I think you should do the same thing. And just when I thought I had seen everything, I ran into the fruit bar. And I loaded up on some of that fruit. It was really delicious. And then if you like Bloody Marys, hey, they got a table set up for Bloody Marys. Everything you could think of, you could put into your Bloody Marys. I only had one, because I was riding that day. But I gotta tell you, that is quite a spread. So, head over to the Ace Cafe brunch on Sunday. Maybe you'll see Gil and Hank over there eating, and sit down and enjoy a great meal. Bon appetit. Gotta tell you, the people that work there, they're the greatest. And if you want to have a great Sunday brunch, go to the Ace Cafe. $19, it's worth it. Well, I had a break, so I ran down and I ran into Andy, Mark, Steve, and Megan. And they are from Volusia Motorsports. And of course, Mark and Steve are from the Ace Cafe. And we were standing around waiting because sooner or later, Grizz is going to show up. Megan and Andy do all the scheduling for him when he's in the States. Oh, look, there's Mark and the Ghost Riders. He must have just finished the interview with them. What a good bunch of guys. I'll tell you what, they can be on my side anytime.
How's that? All right. Hey, Mark.
Hey, what's happening, man?
You know, it's Thursday. What do we do on Thursday?
Throwback Thursday, man. It's
Okay.
always. And you got something going on. I know it was a great event. I missed it, so I can't wait to see this myself.
You're too young to have been there.
I'm not that young now. Come on.
Let me tell you, this started back in 2000. See this hat right here? This hat, my wife tells me I'm a hoarder. This is the hat from the 2000 race.
150 miles.
Okay, what was that? You know, that mic is picking you up, so he's making fun of me. Anyhow, the long and short of it is that back in 2000, we went to the ProStar Nationals in Gainesville.
Big event, guys. This is a really good event.
I got to tell you, I learned some things, and we met some really neat people. The guy we're going to see tonight, I'm going to tell you, when you see the thing, you tell me what you think his name is. Okay?
Let's see what happens.
All right. All right. So are you ready? John, I think we're going to go to Throwback Thursday ProStar Nationals Gainesville 2000.
I can't wait to see it myself, man.
We're fueled up and ready to roll.
We're at the AMA ProStar World Championship, and we've got some really wild bikes out here. They're burning rubber all over the place, Bill.
I tell you, it's a spectacular show, Hank. It really is.
You know, for folks that are out here, first of all, we're really lucky because Kawasaki invited us to this event, and they even gave us hats. So my hat's nicer than yours, but that's okay, Bill. You know, if you look in the background, they've got bikes that start off for about $7,000, and they go all the way up to $250,000. I know which one we can afford.
Which one's that?
The little one.
I'll tell you what. Tell some of the folks at home what classes they're running. How many different classes
Oh,
are
you
they
would do
running?
this to me. I think there's 8 classes, and they start off at the 600cc class, which is a bike that you can buy out of the store and come out here and race. And then they go to the Top Pro Fuel, I guess is what they call it, because I'm not really sure on this, but I think that's what they call it. And that's the one that costs about $250,000. They pull in here. Did you see the rigs they pull in on?
It's amazing. They pull in. It's a family sport at the entry level.
My family couldn't afford one of those.
Well, I'm talking about the 600 cc's.
Oh, okay.
That's where it's almost an entry level right there.
Well, I'll tell you what. What do you say we take a look out at the racetrack and see what's going on? We arrived in the late afternoon on Saturday, a preliminary day in which a lot of bikers were eliminated. We were very fortunate to have a bird's eye view of the action.
You know, Hank, I've watched some of these races. Some of these bikes are really quick.
You want to know, there's a bike out here, Bill, that goes, got 1,200 horsepower.
That's one of those $6,000 bikes, right?
Yeah, right, that's for the handlebar.
1,200 horsepower?
Yep.
How fast do you think it really goes?
I don't know, but there's a guy right over here that can tell us. So why don't we go over here and find out? So let's ask this guy, because he kind of looks like he knows what he's doing here. Hi, how are you? I'm Hank Knapp.
Larry McBride. Hey, Larry, I'm Dewey Young. How you doing?
That name sounds familiar. Larry McBride. You related to the racer?
I think so. I think I'm him.
Oh, man, this is the guy I was telling you about.
What makes him so special?
He's fast.
How fast?
Well, we 599 at 243 miles an hour.
That's fast. I want to tell you that's fast.
Broke 5. Cool.
Man, do you pucker up real tight when you're going that
I'll
fast?
tell you what, you don't let go. You hold on as tight as you can.
Wow.
I gather that's what the handlebars are for, because I guess most people aim these things. They don't really steer them.
Exactly. You don't really steer them. You do everything with your body. It's all body English. And if you can't do that, then you can't ride one of these.
Oh, I gather your front tire lasts a long time because it's never on the ground.
That's true. We don't go through many front tires, but boy, that rear tire don't last long. Of course, all this neat manifolding and all these neat guards and all the neat machine work. My brother, he makes all of that stuff, which is Steve McBride. He's extremely good machinist.
Street bikes have foot shifters. How do these shift, Larry?
Okay, to start with, when we leave with this button down here, and that's in low gear. Approximately 2.5 seconds into the run, we push this button in. Okay, when it does, that goes into high gear. And in the saying that we use in the drag race deal, that goes into warp drive.
You get the little extra pulse right there.
Right.
Warp speed.
That's when the motor really gets loaded up and really runs that big mile an hour.
How much horsepower you got in that thing?
It makes approximately 1,250 horsepower.
1,250 horsepower?
That's a lot of horses.
We got to get you back to the racetrack, but this is the fastest bike here, anywhere. This is it, right?
This bike right here is the first bike to ever go in the 5-second zone at over 240 miles an hour, and it's a bad boy, I can tell you that.
I want to go out there and track and watch you. Can I do that?
Well, I thought I'd take you for a ride. Go with me.
Maybe Bill. Maybe Bill, okay?
We might need a little extra weight. Maybe that's right.
Yeah, I can help keep it down on the
You're
ground.
right.
I could ride on the front, then the way the tire would be on the ground.
Exactly.
Ever wonder about the mysterious voice behind the speaker?
Number 18 might be good enough to get into the show tomorrow.
Well, we had a chance to speak with Louis Blum, who had been announcing for the ProStar Nationals for some time now.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing that I've been doing this my whole life, and now it's turned to a business, a career. It's how I make money, how I make my living.
Hey, Bob, I need a tattoo, man. Can you hook me up?
Yep, we're one step ahead.
He said no. Bob, I thought we were friends, Bob.
ProStar announcer, so I've been to most of the races over the last 6 years. I tend to know the riders. I've talked to them. I've met them. I know their habits. I know what they're good at, and a lot of times I do homework. I go on the web. The web is a great resource. I go on a place called dragbike.com, which has all the results, all the information. And back home on my computer, I have a database which has all the records, all the numbers, all the personal bests. So that's how I keep track.
Now you go.
Hey, Hank, how you doing, man? Look like you guys was having some fun there.
I'll tell you what, I never laughed so hard in my life with some of the stuff.
I just got a couple of questions. I think that one guy you was talking about, it was Spider-Man, huh?
He was Spider-Man.
That guy was fast.
I'll tell you what. We asked asked him a couple questions. And of course, his front wheel never hits the ground.
He said, I heard him say he don't buy many front tires, but he buys a lot of back.
Back
Right?
And they got a button that he presses. It's kind of like back, when you hit the
Nitrous?
nitrous.
Yeah.
Well, that thing lit up. Let me tell you, we were there all day. But the funny thing is when he talked to Bill and he says, hey, you want to go for a ride? And Bill looked at him and he goes, I could use you for balance to keep the front wheel down. I thought Bill was going to die. He goes, no, I got other things to do.
So I got one other question. How many classes were there? I forget.
There was 8 of them.
You remember?
Yeah,
All right,
and I'm going to tell you, my memory's pretty good. There was a 650 cc class.
Yep.
Okay, and then they went up from there.
That's it. And one other thing, then we'll wrap this up real quick, but that one guy looked familiar, the stat guy, he looked awful familiar.
He does stuff. Now this is funny. His last name is Blum, and he does all the drag races that you see on television. I'm not sure if it's ESPN or Fox, but one of them that puts all the drag races on.
I knew he looked familiar, but I couldn't see where. Man, I tell you, it looked like you guys had a good time.
Oh, they treated us like gold, and we'll have to do that again. There's a bunch of things that we're going to get our crew and do, and that's going to be one of them.
That looked like a good time.
So you got any idea what's coming up next?
No, you're going to let me know right now. I believe we're getting ready to interview somebody, aren't we?
I think maybe we might be. I don't know, but we're going to, maybe if Grizz is here, we'll interview Grizz.
And if you guys don't know Grizz, stay tuned because you're going to be happy to meet him.
All right. Good shot. Good job. Let's go. Let's go see if we can find
Grizz.
him.
Yeah, see if we can find him.
You're live right now.
Hey, buddy, how you doing?
Hey, buddy. Well, you gotta come up and get it. You're more than one. Come on, you gotta come up there.
Every time Grizz comes into the United States, he really never has enough time to do anything he wants. He has to meet so many people. He is like the ambassador from Switzerland. And after tonight, he's heading to Sturgis. John and Sean screwing around again.
Speak
Everybody ready?
slowly with me. Then I can't understand you.
Real slow.
Okay, please. But you won't be quiet. Пожалуйста.
All right.
You won't be quiet. Russian say пожалуйста.
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 All right.
Please.
Please.
Please, пожалуйста.
Oh, I do that for you.
Okay.
This is our good buddy, Grizz.
Hello,
He's the world
Grizz.
record holder, and every time I turn around, he's got a new adventure.
Yep.
The last thing I saw with you is you had 3 girls doing a record.
Yep.
That didn't come out right, did
Get
it?
that right.
Yeah.
The girls.
Where was
Go
you
for
at
the
with
record. No, listen. I make a break.
Yeah.
And yet now go 3 girls, 3 women,
Yeah.
make around the world, around the globe. And I think I've given new record. New record? Yeah,
New one?
I think so.
Yeah,
We have a Russian girl,
Yeah.
an American girl, and a Swiss girl.
Do we bet on them?
I think 3 girls win.
Oh, all 3 of them. Okay.
They got no better coach, no better trainer than you, right?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, that's the plan. That's my plan.
Good.
All right.
To be continued next week. In the interview with Grizz, he didn't have his interpreter with him, and he did a great job. Yep, looking forward to see about this new adventure, so you'll have to come back next week.
I got to tell you. Oh, yeah, let's do that. Okay. That was an interesting night tonight.
Hey, it was a good night tonight. Good night.
You know, with the Ghost Riders, the Pipe Hitters Union motorcycle, they're an interesting group. And then we got to get Grizz up here.
Yeah,
Can't go wrong with Grizz, man.
We had a lot of victory riders here with them, right?
Oh, man, I got to tell you. So we're going to be having to do a lot of editing to cut it probably in 2 or 3 segments because it got carried on a little bit long. But I got to tell you, follow Grizz, and you'll have a good time just seeing what he does. You can't find a nicer guy, even though he's Swiss, you know, and neutral and all that other stuff.
That's why he's nice, right? He's neutral.
Yeah.
So we'll post things up on what's going on with his event and his ride and stuff like that.
Yeah, that new one he's got going sounds interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder if those 3 girls need a guy to go with them.
And we're right on the back seat with him.
Yeah.
I was about to say, I don't know if I can keep up with them.
No, we just ride on the bike with them.
There you
All
go.
right, with that being said, we got to get ready to wrap up the
Let's
show.
wrap it up.
So
All
what do you got over there, Mark?
Mark's got some events, some rides.
Rides and events. I just want to remind everybody, October 19th is Biketoberfest. Big bike bid. Can't go wrong, man. And Go Pink, October 1st. It's their 9th annual ride. Look it up online. Just Google Go Pink, and you can't miss it. All their rides are on there. This is going to be a big one. I think it's coming out of Daytona. I don't have the information. I just know it's October 9th.
All right, very nice.
Sorry about that.
And my ride it's going to be from here till October 7th and 8th. The Ross Myers Ride for the Children.
Camp
We
Boggy
picked up
Creek.
a whole bunch of
Camp
people
Boggy
today.
Creek, yeah.
You go to Boggy Creek. I'm telling you, folks, you got to sign up for this thing here. We got to get 1,000 bikes in there, and you'll enjoy it. It's a great time. And the food and everything else.
Yep.
Your feet never touch the ground.
That's it.
Right. Mark will be out there with the drone shooting on some of those good shots again.
He had some great stuff last time. And then I've got 2 events. Mine are musical events.
Love music events.
July 29th, Rocket Fly. They're going to be out at Wolfie's. August 3rd, Barfly, and they're going to be out at Wolfie's. So if you get out there, right?
Yeah, old Ed Levine over there at Wolfie's, he's doing a great job, Ed. Keep it up, man.
Keep it up, keep it up. And then
All right, you want our sponsors?
And oh, there we go. All right.
All right. Well, I'll go seeing JD's down here. I'll do his.
All right.
Ace Cafe.
That's our
That's where
home
we
base.
shoot on. Yeah, that's right. We shoot here every Thursday night. Come on by, say hello, and enjoy the fun with us.
All right. J. Myers Insurance. They're going to be coming out here one of these times, right?
Probably in 3 weeks.
Yep, they're fantastic. All your insurance needs. So whatever you need, auto, motorcycle, business, house, they can take care of you. If they can do it, if they can't do it, nobody can. That's for sure.
Yep.
And one of my favorite is the AEE Magic Cam. I love using them things when I'm shooting music videos. You can put them everywhere. I can zoom in, I can zoom out.
That's
Can't
it.
complain. And right now, don't forget, go to AEE on the line. Magic Cam, they got them on sale. Just mention Cycle Fever TV.
Yep, you get a discount, right?
Yep.
$129.
$129, and you cannot believe what they give you for $129.99. It's well worth it.
And the last one is USA Payroll. And I got to tell you, you know, we all have day jobs, and sometimes our day jobs really tackle us hard. Well, it's really got to us. We've been really, really busy. We need more people to come on our payroll service, talk to Sean, talk to me, and we'd be glad to put you on and give you a great deal.
There we go. And now, just real quick, in honor of Grizzly, I just want to do a shout out to Sandy. I think she hurt her shoulder. Sandy, hopefully you get better soon. Adi, hello to you, man. Hopefully see you. And Gabby, hope I see you too. I see all the great bird shots, so hopefully you're doing well. With that said, guys, that's it, right? So ready? Join the adventure
and enjoy the ride.
All right, guys.
And
See you next week.
share this thing. Everybody share it.
Please share.
All right. See you next week.
See you later.